Hello and welcome back to the David67 Celtic News YouTube channel. Today's video is going to be a scouting video about a player that Celtic are said to be looking at very carefully for a possible signing in the summer of 2025. His name is Million Manhoef, a 23-year-old Dutch player currently playing for Stoke in the English Championship. I mentioned him in the Tuesday Celtic News Roundup video, and so I'll do a more detailed scouting video of Manhoef at a later date with some video highlights as well of his performances for Stoke in the last 14 months, and this is that video. So just a wee bit of background for Million Manhoef. He is, as I said, a Dutch player, has 19 under 21 caps for Holland with 6 goals and 6 assists. He's now 23 years old, 5'8" in height, and he joined Stoke City from Vitesse Arnhem in January 2024 and has been playing about 14-15 months in the English Championship for Stoke. His contract with Stoke actually runs through to 2027, and there is some variations as to what his transfer asking price would be. It's thought to be 3 million to 3.5 million, although there are some sources saying 7 or 8 million, and even one source saying 10 million. There are another few clubs looking at him, namely Leeds, Burnley, and Sheffield United from the English Championship, although all those teams have got a possibility of moving up to the Premiership next season, and also Genk and Bruges from Belgium. Brendan Rodgers is said to be a big admirer of Manhoef, and he has been performing well for Stoke in the English Championship. Manhoef primarily is a right winger, although is very much left foot predominant. He can, however, also play left wing and also has on many occasions played all 3 midfield positions: left midfield, central midfield, and right midfield. And he's also had quite a number of games at left back and the odd game at attacking midfielder and striker as well. So a very versatile player. But I think Celtic would be looking at Manhoef as being a wide player who can play right side or left side. So a wee bit similar to Jota, Maeda, Forrest, Yang, etc. And it may be that Manhoef is being brought in essence to replace Luis Palma in our group of wide players. It may also be with the possibility that Nicholas Kuhn may be off to another club, although Kuhn's slight dip in form in 2025 compared to his brilliant form in the second half of 2024 might have scared off a few of the clubs said to be looking at buying him this summer. Getting back to Manhoef, his season stats for Stoke this season: 35 games, 6 goals and 4 assists. Looking at his whole Stoke career: 49 games, 10 goals, 5 assists, and with Vitesse Arnhem, 88 games, 16 goals and 14 assists. So decent rather than great stats with Stoke and with Vitesse. His season rating for Stoke is an average of 6.82 out of 10. And going into some greater depth regarding his ratings, over the course of this season with Stoke, he has good to very good ratings for aspects such as tackling, passing accuracy, crossing. He has good shot accuracy for getting his shots on goal, and also has a high number of chances created, and so very much ticks lots of the boxes that Celtic would need for their wide players. What we'll do now is we'll pop in those video highlights, about 4.5 minutes of his goals and assists and other skills for Stoke over the last 14-15 months. And after that, we'll come back with my own impression of Manhoef from the variety of scouting videos available on YouTube and whether we think he'll fit in at Celtic. Now, there are quite a number of highlight videos for Million Manhoef available on YouTube, a few for his time at Stoke and a few including the time he played in the Dutch leagues for Vitesse Arnhem, and it's well worth having a wee look at those as well as the extracted version that's in this video. My own impression from watching all those scouting videos is that Manhoef is a player who is very much predominantly left-footed, although he can use his right foot, but does use his left foot pretty much all the time for passing, dribbling, crossing and shooting. He certainly is a player who can hit the byline, also can cut back inside, and seems to be very similar to Nicholas Kuhn in many ways, although with probably slightly better ability to hit the byline and cross in. Good pace rather than great pace. Is actually surprisingly strong on the ball for a man of 5'8". Good at working back and tackling back, and so certainly would fit into the mould that Rodgers likes with his wide players, something, of course, that Dijsselbloem is very good at, and Nicholas Kuhn, James Forrest and Yang are all able to do, which may be one of the reasons that Luis Palma hasn't really stuck in Brendan Rodgers' good books, as he wasn't so good at tracking back and tackling back. Weaknesses for Manhoef tend to be his ability in the air, and also a number of scouting profiles of him suggest his decision making isn't very good. He certainly does have good anticipation, good quick thinking, and quick to the ball. Seems to have good ability and good vision to see a pass. Generally, with his passes and crosses, he does reach the target. Also capable with corner kicks. Once he does get into the box, good finishing skills using his left foot, and also able to shoot from the edge of the box and just outside, and can shoot with a lot of power when required. All in all, does seem like a good to very good young player, 23 years old, so probably not quite yet at the peak of his career, although would be perfectly capable of going straight into Celtic's first team squad. He's currently thought to be on £12,500 per week at Stoke, so his wage demands are unlikely to be that excessive. And as I said, most estimates have a transfer value in the region of £3.5 million, although some do suggest that it's going to be greater than that. And certainly from past experience, it does seem any player moving out of the English Championship suddenly has his price tag doubled or trebled. And I'm not convinced that Celtic should be spending £7, £8 or £10 million on Manhoef, but certainly I think anything in the region of 3, 4, 5 million would all be good value for this player. So I do think he would fit into the Celtic framework. I think he has that ability to play the wide player role that Brendan Rodgers likes. The fact that he can also play left back could be very useful, and similarly the fact that he can play all three of the midfield roles also could be very useful, and does seem quite a utility player. Would be great to see what you feel yourself, so do feel free to pop your own thoughts regarding Million Manhoef into the comment section. And if you are new to the channel, not yet subscribed, please do click that subscriber button. Keep the numbers pushing past 1200. If you have liked the video or do like the channel, please do click that like button, as it does boost the channel, gets the channel spread to more and more football fans and Celtic fans, and also spreads Celtic videos in general to more and more people on YouTube. And so until the next video, goodbye and hail, hail.